Hi, this is Ronnie Giberson with Homebridge Financial, bringing you a special episode of Building Your Dream. And today I have a very special guest with me, Patrick Nooney with RE/MAX Metro's Premier Team. And we're going to discuss today with you some of the issues that we're seeing in the real estate market and why renovation lending can be an answer to some of those issues and some of the problems that people are finding out. Patrick, tell us a little bit about yourself and your team and what you've been doing in this real estate market.
I'm the team leader of the Premier Team of RE/MAX Metro. We have 21 agents, so we see a broad spectrum of what's going on in the market. We have a whole team of assistants to help us. We have in-house attorney. We have closing coordinators. We try to handle each person's transaction as a business transaction and not one person trying to be everything for everybody.
Well, it sounds like you've got a great group of people over there. If I'm not mistaken, you're one of the #1 teams in the Carolinas, aren't you?
That's correct.
Well, that's great. That's great. Patrick, what we're seeing today in today's market is we've been watching the real estate market kind of become something it's never been in probably the history of modern real estate. We have one of the tightest resale inventories I think I've ever seen. I've been doing this for 32 years. What about yourself?
I've been doing it for 12, never seen a market quite like this. It's listings, if they're good quality listings and priced correctly and ready to sell, you can have multiple offers in days in the right location. If the property itself is not right, not the right price, not the right condition, it can sit. The thing is, with the new construction, there is a lot of new construction moving too, but most of that is further out from the city.
Well, we know this for a fact right now that people are looking for homes that were within a proximity to where they work. So that may not always fit that match when you're talking about new construction as well as the affordability of it. We were discussing this a little earlier about some of these infill projects and the price of the land and the price of the housing on it. We have a project near my home that was $450,000 and you're on a busy highway across from a school. And I found that to be quite amazing when you told me that.
Well, it's location. I mean, what's happening is the builders know that there's no other choices. A lot of the other homes that are for sale have not been updated, so they're moving the new construction very quickly and getting top dollar. When people were living outside the perimeter, 485, the trek to downtown was not near as bad as it is. And
Yes.
so now, as Charlotte keeps growing and the traffic keeps building, a lot of people want to be closer in or inside at least the Beltway.
Well, that's a good segue into what I want to talk about with Building Your Dream and how you can use renovation loan products to help find that house that we just discussed that has not been updated in 20 years or 30 years. It could be an estate situation where the parents have been moved into other facilities or maybe have passed away. And we're seeing some real jewels in this market with that kind of stuff. And what this allows people to do is go in and be able to buy a home in the area that they want and do all the renovation work at the time of purchase. And this is very, very key because something we do know right now, Patrick, is within the first 18 months, people are spending $15,000 to $20,000 doing stuff to their house.
Easily.
You know? So what we're trying to promote with this product and trying to get the word out is this. When you find one of these properties, they're usually not going to sell at the same price that the other good listings are selling at. And when you buy it at this discount, you have the room to be able to do this renovation work. And what we're able to do for you is you can get all this work done at the time you close on this property. We can put all the money in it to have the work done after you close. And that's really key because, as you well know, when you buy a foreclosure, they don't let you do anything to it if it needs work prior to, correct?
That's correct.
You know.
And they're getting harder to find.
And they are getting harder to find. But there are some gems out there. There's some great areas. Plaza Midwood right now is becoming up and coming. There's some great places here in South Park. And I'm hoping that during this program you're going to see the renovation work that we did on a house here in South Park. So you'll be able to see some before and afters of what we did to that property during the and what was able to do to a home that hadn't been renovated really since 1970. Patrick, tell us a little bit about some of the challenges that you find in real estate today with your customers and what they're looking for.
Well, one of the hardest things is finding what they want. I mean, there's very low inventories, so they're very specific of what they want: location, schools, close to family, all those that kind of things that are very important to them, and it's hard to find that fit. It's a lot of people, if it is the right home, if it is priced correctly, it's gone before they even have a chance to react. That's really a major problem. So it's just, and sometimes there's 5 to 7 offers on one property, so it's almost luck of the draw if you're going to get the property or not. I mean, a lot of times you have to come in minimum of asking price, a lot of times over asking price, and there's no guarantee even if you do that.
Well, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know I've discussed this with you at a previous time, but we had a situation where a home down in Monroe, the people came in and were so afraid that they were going to lose this house that they offered full price and no closing costs just to be able to get the opportunity to get that home and accept the bid. And this is the kind of market we're in. When you have a home that's desirable and it's in good shape, this is what's happening. It's not a market where you can play lowball for sure, is
No,
it?
those days are over.
There definitely are. It's definitely a seller's market in that aspect of it. And getting back to this thing about proximity to where you work, the commute time that people are experiencing now has gone up dramatically here in Charlotte. I know if you got on 485, the perimeter down there between after 7 o'clock, it's 15 to 20 miles an hour rolling down that highway right now.
That's right.
And people just don't want to spend that kind of time. We just had a project that we closed down in the Plaza Midwood, and I talk about this because this is kind of a home run, but we were able to take $188,000 in renovations on this property. He bought it for $110,000, and it appraised for $480,000. And those are some. This is a home run. Don't get me wrong. This isn't always the case, but these are the kind of opportunities that you can help people with, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and I mean if they have a home that they're interested in us meeting with them and finding out their home is good for this type of situation, or if they're just looking for something that's closer in, we can help them either selling or buying a home like this.
Well, that's great. And also, Patrick, I think this product can help with people that may be wanting to list their property but don't want to dump $15,000, $20,000 to bring it into today's standard. Do you see a lot of that?
A lot of it. And a lot of people, if they do have the money, a lot of people don't, but if they do, they don't want to take a chance of putting the money into the home and not being able to recoup it back out.
Well, that's very true, Patrick. That's very true. I think these are all important things that we're talking about. Also, we're looking at an aspect of it is also where people send their kids to school. Mm-hmm. I think people are really, really concerned about that. What's going on in the market right now in regards to that? Do you find better areas where people are looking at for their schools and things?
Well, if they have children, that's usually the number one, it's commute in schools. And a lot of times, even if they do not have children, most people know it's the number one way to determine the value of the home. Make sure you're buying in a good area and it's going to be stable as buying in the correct school district.
Well, that's great, Patrick. We're going to cut away for a quick commercial here, and we're going to be right back to continue this conversation. Really appreciate you joining us today on Homebridge's Building Your Dream program, and look forward to seeing you back in just a moment.
Thanks.
Are you tired of being sick? Try our amazing alkaline water. Come visit us at the Water Depot, 3312 Highway 21, Unit 102, Fort Mill, South Carolina 29715, or visit us online at DonnaRitchie.com or unforgettablewater.com. Change your water, change your health.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Giberson, and I am with Homebridge Financial, and we're bringing you a great new show on Cable Channel 9 at 7:30 on Saturday mornings called Building Your Dream. If you can't make it, just DVR it and look at it later, or you can contact me at 704-562-6194, and I'll send you the YouTube link. There's some exciting information we're going to show you about home renovations.
Do you watch HGTV? Are you familiar with the Property Brothers? Would you like to take an old house, buy it for cheap, and then renovate it to look like whatever you want it to? We can show you how to do that at Artistic Contractors. I'm Drew Rivas, and you can give us a call, 704-280-3934, or check out our website, www.artisticcontractorsnc.com.
Hello, I'm Patrick Nooney. I'm with the premier team of RE/MAX Metro Realty. Please call me, 704-451-5153. Email me at patricknooney@remax.net. I'd like to sit down and talk to you about what your wishes are and your dreams are for finding your new home. If you do have a home that you want to get top dollar for it, please call me and let's discuss that as well. Again, my number is 704-451-5153 or email me at patricknooney@remax.net. I look forward to hearing from you.
Looking for a professional painter and drywall contractor? Then look no more. Colores is licensed and insured and will make sure your home is beautiful whether you want the whole house painted on the outside or just 2 rooms inside. No job is too big or small. Contact Colores Painting at 704-320-5736. That's 704-320-5736.
Hey, this is Ronnie Giberson with Homebridge Financial, and welcome back to Building Your Dream. We've been talking about the special things that are going on in our real estate market today, and one of the things that we do know, as we've discussed, is that people are having a hard time finding the right house in the right place because of a lack of inventory in the resale side of it. And we all know there's lots of new construction, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that may not always be the situation that you want and the place you want. So what we've developed here and what we're putting together is a great concierge service of renovation lending. And what this allows every buyer to do is buy a home in that right neighborhood that doesn't have all the right stuff that they want and put that dream together in their own minds and go in and put it all together in that house, whether it's the granite countertops, everybody wants wood floors in some cases, you want to update those bathrooms, whatever the case may be. And the beauty of this product is this, is when you buy the home, we take those repairs and renovations and we put it together with the acquisition cost of the house and we send it to the appraiser and he appraises it with all the work being done. And then what that allows you to do is you can take all that stuff and the cost of the house, put it together, and you can do this for 3.5% to 5% down of the total acquisition of the house. And we put everything into this for you so that you won't have any problems or any out-of-pocket expense during the construction of this. And what I mean by this is if you're doing $20,000 worth of work, we put in 10% contingency in case something comes up during the project. We also put the money in this project for you that allows you to have your draws from your inspector and final inspections and everything else that needs to be done. So we don't want anybody having some out-of-pocket surprises, and we try to contend for all those things in there. Patrick, in your aspect today and what you're seeing in real estate, how do you think this benefits your customers being able to access this kind of product?
Well, you know, with the shortage of inventory, they can really find exactly where they want to live and really do what they want to with the home. A lot of times they find a home that's not perfect, they just walk away from it. This way they can find a home and have a vision and kind of make that home what they want it to be.
Well, I think it's great because you can walk in and, you know, when you have somebody, and I know there's some great stories out there of people showing people's 50 and 60 houses, and last time I checked, you don't get paid for showing houses like that. Is that you could go in and say, well, I really like this house, but you know, the countertops or the floors aren't any good. Well, hey, what kind of countertops would you like? You can come back and tell them that. And they say, well, I like granite. Oh, great. What about the floors? Do you want wood? Or would you like carpet? Well, I'd like wood floors. Well, great. You can offer these things to that customer at the point of sale and get them to visualize this as they go through it. So I think this is one of the great things about renovation lending and what we're doing with it today. Patrick, tell us a little bit about your team and the things that they're doing in the marketplace to help their buyers and sellers market their homes.
Well, we do not just believe in just listing a home or putting a sign up front and putting it on the MLS. We have a whole team of professionals, and we use social network, we use real estate books, we use 1-800 numbers, we do whatever it takes to get the home sold. We have a lot of specialists who are really helping us in their arena to market the home, because all of us know we don't get paid until the home sells. So that's what we do on a listing side. On a buyer side, it's really kind of listening to the people. Really, a lot of times it's not about the home. It's really about the family, finding their needs, what the children's needs are, the commute time needs are, anything they are, and kind of marrying it all together and come up with a solution or really a strategy for that family.
Well, I think that's great, Patrick. I know you've spent a lot of years putting this team together and working on different marketing strategies to help people with this. In my experience in this business, I'm finding more and more people are having issues with the whole process. And what we're trying to do with this process is make it a more of a concierge service when it comes to this renovation product. A lot of people have heard all the things that can go wrong. What we're trying to do is put together people who know how to do this product from a contracting standpoint, because not everybody can do this. Not every contractor is able to do renovation lending because of the requirements that we have on them. One of the things that we try to make sure when we're doing this for you is that your contractor is fully licensed, fully insured, and is able and financially stable. This is for your protection as well as everybody involved in that transaction. So that's kind of what we're trying to do in this process. Patrick, when you're going out with people, what do you find that they're wanting as the top 5 or 6 things in a home today? What are they looking for?
Usable square footage, not wasted square footage. And so a lot of times it's not just the size of the home, it's really about what will accommodate their family or their needs and stuff too. A lot of people used to get hung up on square footage. Those days don't seem to be as important anymore. It's functionality of square footage. And just living space outdoors, people now are, I guess now everybody's in the rat race all the time. More and more people want to have some type of oasis in the backyard to kind of enjoy when they get home with their family.
Oh, that's really neat to hear. What else is going on as far as what kind of amenities are they looking for in their kitchens and their bathrooms and things like that?
Granite's always been real popular. A lot of people now are really talking about doing more quartz as well. It's just more of if you like to cook, it's just more of a lot of chefs use more of a quartz type material. 42-inch type, cabinets. Stainless steel is still by far the most popular type of appliances. Now, with our big influx from the north, people want 5 or 6 burner stoves.
Wow.
It's a lot of gas. A lot of people want gas on their stove now as well. Wood floors, we're not, like in Florida, it's ceramic tile. Here, more people like hardwood floors. There's so many different types of carpet and stuff now, and definitely lighting. Nobody really wants brass in their home anymore. So with a product like what you have and you offer, people can make those changes, change lighting, change doorknobs, do anything they want, even kind of reconfigure a kitchen if possible.
Oh, that's very true, Patrick. You can get all those aspects into this product and into the home when you buy it. And I'm going to tell you, one of the nice things about doing it like this is this. You're actually financing this at today's low interest rates. That's the best part of this. You're talking about getting to do all this work for $5, $6 per thousand, depending on your situation. And I'm going to tell you something. When you start doing this after the fact and you realize the cost of it and also what it costs you to finance it, it's really the best time to get that done at that point of sale. So we can't overemphasize it, but it is a great way to build that house the way you want it. Making someone else's home your own is kind of like what this does for you. One of the challenges that we do see, and one of the things people are really looking at too, is energy efficiency. And that is a big thing right now with rising energy costs for a lot of different reasons. One of the things we're able to do with this is you can put the new windows in, get your ductwork done. And I'm going to tell you, I never realized how important it was if you put in a new HVAC system, you need to get the ductwork done because if you don't, you really lose about 50% of everything that's pushing out to into the vents and as it gets out into the house. Even if you leave the HVAC system in, getting the ductwork done is really, really important. And I'm just beginning to learn a lot of these things. But the new windows going in there are so much more efficient, and the way they're put in. New insulation, up to code, all those things. And when you start talking about, hey, you also did all this work, well, then you put all these energy efficiency things in, and yeah, maybe it made your payment go up $40 or $50, but then you're saving $40 or $50 a month on your energy bill. So net, you're coming out almost even at what you would have paid for the house without all that work being done. So, what are people talking to you about when they talk about that aspect?
Well, a lot of people now are starting to begin looking at the HERS ratings of a home, how energy efficient the home is. Tankless water heaters, people are talking about that as well. And really the savings can be a lot greater than $40 or $50 a month. So a lot of the homes with these older systems, their utility bills are outrageous. I mean, I talk to people who have 3,000 or 4,000 square foot homes whose power bills are $99 to $149 a month. So So the savings is there. And also, you know, sealing properly a home so the air is not coming in from not just the windows, but all throughout the home where so much air escapes or enters in your conditioned airspace.
You're absolutely right, Patrick. It's amazing how much you can save and what you can do and how much it offsets this. And that's another great thing about the products that we're offering here, either through the FHA 203K, which actually does have an energy efficient component to it, and the Fannie Mae Home Style. Both of those want you to do these things, and actually the government is very much interested in you doing things like that. And I'm not sure if there's any credits going on today, but they certainly have been offering some here in the past. So I know some of them may have expired here recently, but there's nothing wrong with saving money on your energy today. Patrick, tell us a little bit about how to get in touch with you and what it is that through your website or your home phone number, or your cell phone, I should say.
Either way, I'll give you my email address and phone number. It's Patrick Nooney, 704-451-5153. My email address is patricknooney@remax.net. Or text me, and I'll contact you back. A lot of people now, text is the main way to contact people. So I'm happy to help you, at least just talk to you about a vision. At least it's free advice. Sit down with you, buying or selling, and just see what works for you, or if it doesn't work for you. I don't mind spending any time that I have to at least talk about that vision for you.
Well, that's really great, Patrick. You can also reach me at 704-562-6194 to learn more about renovation products and how it can fit your needs with your home, whether you're buying, selling, or even refinancing where you're living at the current time. We really appreciate you listening to us today, and I hope that you will contact Patrick to learn more about how he can help you buy or sell a new home or an existing home, and contact me to learn more about this great renovation products. That's Ronnie Giberson with Homebridge Financial, 704-562-6194.
Are you tired of being sick? Try our amazing alkaline water. Come visit us at the Water Depot, 3312 Highway 21, Unit 102, Fort Mill, South Carolina 29715, or visit us online at donnaricci.com or unforgettablewater.com. Change your water, change your health.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Giberson, and I am with Homebridge Financial, and we're bringing you a great new show on Cable Channel 9 at 7:30 on Saturday mornings called Building Your Dream. If you can't make it, just DVR it and look at it later, or you can contact me at 704-562-6194, and I'll send you the YouTube link. There's some exciting information we're going to show you about home renovations.
Do you watch HGTV? Are you familiar with the Property Brothers? Would you like to take an old house, buy it for cheap, and then renovate it to look like whatever you want it to? We can show you how to do that at Artistic Contractors. I'm Drew Rivas, and you can give us a call, 704-280-3934, or check out our website, www.artisticcontractorsnc.com.
Hello, I'm Patrick Nooney. I'm with the premier team of RE/MAX Metro Realty. Please call me, 704-451-5153. Email me at patricknooney@remax.net. I'd like to sit down and talk to you about what your wishes are and your dreams are for finding your new home. If you do have a home that you want to get top dollar for it, please call me and let's discuss that as well. Again, my number is 704-451-5153, or email me at patricknooney@remax.net. I look forward to hearing from you.
Looking for a professional painter and drywall contractor? Then look no more. Colores is licensed and insured and will make sure your home is beautiful, whether you want the whole house painted on the outside or just 2 rooms inside. No job is too big or small. Contact Colores Painting at 704-320-5736. That's 704-320-5736.
Hey, this is Ronnie Giberson with Homebridge Financial, and welcome back to Building Your Dream. And we just want to kind of close today to remind you about these great new renovation loan products that are available in the market. The 203K FHA loan, or the Fannie Mae Home Style. And for those of you that might find out there in the market the Home Path, we also offer the Home Path renovation. These products can allow you to do all the work you want in a home and get in with total acquisition costs for as little as 3.5% to 5% down. And that's amazing, and you can get all this work done when you buy your home instead of having to come out of pocket for it at a later date. Patrick, tell us a little bit more about how to get in touch with you again and about your Premier team, and we're going to wrap it up here.
Text or call me, 704-451-5153. My email address is patricknooney with an N, N-O-O-N-E-Y, remax.net. I'm with the Premier team of Remax Metro, here to help you with any of your needs. Contact me just for, to sit down and let's just talk about it, on phone or in person. There's a lot of homes, especially if your home is getting older and you want to see if this might work for you to stay in it or even to make it more attractive to sell. There's a lot of things we can discuss. I look forward to hearing from you.
And if you want a Premier experience, see Patrick at the Premier team. And I'm Ronnie Giberson with Homebridge Financial, 704-562-6194. Look forward to talking with you and talking about building your dream.